Good morning, internet. Right, it's Sunday the 2nd of April, and it ain't far off 11 o'clock. So now, as you can see, it's quite sunny this morning. It wasn't supposed to be sunny, but it's turned out sunny. In fact, one of my subscribers messaged me this morning saying, was it raining? And it was. At that time it was absolutely throwing it down earlier this morning, and I thought to myself, well, that's the ride out, it's not going to happen. But it's brightened up, and I thought, okay, so let's get on the bike and let's get out there. Now this for me is a totally different sort of thing that I do, because I really don't like cities. I have a thing that, look, that's where we're going. Quimper, it's called. It's spelt, well, English, it's spelt Quimper, so we would say Quimper, and that's what I used to call it when I first moved over, and the French didn't know what the hell I was at. Where are you going, they'd say. So Quimper is how it's pronounced, and I mean, it is one of the sort of major cities in Finisterre. You know, it's a big city. Right, now, as I said, I don't like cities. I really don't. I try to avoid them like the plague. But to be fair, you know, a lot of the French cities, they are nice. You know, they look nice, and this one is no exception to that rule. It's a nice city. It plays a big part in the Finisterre. You know, we've got a fairly big courthouse here, the prefecture, which is like, I suppose the prefecture is a sort of a town hall, I suppose, in a way. Everything you do comes out of there. Driving license, passport, anything that you have to apply for legally, that's where it comes from. It comes from the prefecture. Now, I mean, a few years ago, and well, I suppose really just before COVID, you just used to literally go down there and you get yourself sorted out. But now it's appointments online only. In fact, most of the stuff that the prefecture deals with is online, which, you know, I've said this before, haven't I? So, but you can understand why, government cutbacks. Okay, so that is where we are going, Quimper. It's got a lovely cathedral as well, which they spent several years cleaning and doing up. Lovely it is. Now, I don't know whether you can see if my other camera's working, which I hope it is, but I've changed jackets as well. This is the official summer jacket, okay, which means we're warming up, I'd like to think. Although I got to be honest, when I first left the house, I did think that maybe I could have made a little bit of mistake, but to be fair, it's not too bad now. You know, I have warmed up, and for me to say it's warming up, well, okay, so now we're coming into Quimper, and I suppose, like many cities, it has its area where you approach it and you think to yourself, well, I mean, you know, it's not too bad, but as cities go, I suppose. One of the main reasons that I really dislike cities is traffic, traffic lights, islands, and of course people. And I don't mean that in a horrible way, I really don't. You know, I love people, I do. I just don't like being around many of them. But anyway, okay. Right, so this, now the nice thing about Quimper is on a river, which gives it, you know, gives it a little bit of I don't know, just a little bit of niceness about it. You know, it's it really does. I thought he was going to do that, and he did do that. Fair play to the man. Right, so anyway, I hope everyone's well. I hope where you are, the weather's been a damn sight better than it has where I am. Although, I mean, it literally has rained again all week here. The temperature's got warmer. I mean, according to this thing here, yeah, right, it's 18 degrees. Trust me, it's nowhere near 18 degrees. It's probably, I think, if I remember rightly, I think it's about 12, 13 degrees, which is sort of livable this time of the year. It's certainly going in the right direction, which is one good thing. Okay, so now don't get excited, because that's not the cathedral. That's a church. That's just a normal Quimper church. Yeah, it's ever so strange here, because there's crossings, but the crossings here don't work. Obviously they're on lot. I mean, look at the sets of lights. You could get totally confused around here. You really could, huh? Still, never mind, There's so many lights in this one bit here. There is literally lights everywhere, all over the place. Right, we're just going to go this way. Now we're crossing the river here. Look, I'm going to try. There's the river. There's quite a flow in it today. Normally, and that across there, that's the local bus station. There's the cathedral in the distance up there. We're going to try and stop opposite the cathedral. See, we've got it all down there. I mean, this probably won't be the most interesting video that's ever been done, but you know, it's a ride. It's a ride, and it gets us out. Just lift the visor up a bit, because it's getting a bit steamy and a bit right, and there we go. We are green, as I say. We are green. Now we're going to stay on the left hand side here, trying not to run this man down. And once again, believe you me, there is a lot of lights around here. Now this building here, this building to the right, yeah, that is the prefecture. Yeah, that is the prefecture that I was on about. This one here, it's very busy. It's not normally this busy. Don't shoot forward, mate, just yet. Now yeah, so the cathedral is up the back there. I was hoping that maybe we could park here somewhere, but I tell you what, it does, for some unknown reason, considering that it's Sunday. I mean, yes, I know this is a city, but even so, it is extremely busy this morning. Hence the fact I don't like cities. Now somewhere up there, I think that's it there, somewhere around here, up there, the Police Nationale, not the gendarmes, the Police Nationale. Yes, gendarmes are very friendly. I got to be honest, they're like a people. Police Nationale can be totally different. Oh God. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, I really didn't think it was going to be this busy. Okay, so I was hoping that we could have stopped somewhere, but okay, so we're going to go down here and we're going to come back up the other side. Okay, now more lights. Don't step out, mate, till the lights change. Okay, right, so we're going to go down this bit here. Just got to get over here, and we're going to go. So we could have gone down there and back the other way, but we're not going to do that just yet, because across there, look, that's Quimper railway station. So we'll probably swing it round, because to be honest with you, after that there's not too much to see. Well, in fact, there's nothing to see up there. Good old roadworks, eh? I'm not too sure what's going on here, but if I was actually aware of all this, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have come up to the railway station, because we've got to get back through all this to go back the way that I want to go, to show you what's going on. Well, not to show you what's going on, but to show you where the other side is. So hold on a sec. This is all changed. I don't come here. I mean, I really don't. So I'm trying to work out, is this some sort of an island thing or what? But you know what, whether it is or whether it isn't, we're going to treat it as an island, and we're going to turn ourselves around like that. Sorted. Look at that. Okie dokie. And unfortunately we have no choice but to get back in this queue, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. Oh, look at that. Now I tell you what, it couldn't have been worked out kind of good. There's obviously an awful lot of roadworks going on around here and changing things, because like I say, I don't come here. I don't, you know, in fact I can't remember the last time that I think the last time that I came anywhere round down here was about 2 years ago, to this part of Quimper, where I dropped my daughter off at the coach station. So yeah, that's all the station there. I know they're going to do, you know, the French railway system is really good. You know, it's the train's excellent, and it's quite cheap, really. You know, it's a high-speed train. In fact, there's one sat there. Look, I mean, I'm not going to try and break it, but yeah, you know, a lot of French travel by train rather than taking the car. I mean, France is a huge place, isn't it? You know, so you do tend to like it, to actually travel round it to holidays and all this. You know, if you're not sort of careful, you can spend a lot of time. We're just going to cross over lanes. You can spend a lot of time sort of travelling round rather than, you know, driving, instead of just enjoying yourself. Okay, so I was sort of hoping that maybe we could pull in up here, but I don't think that we will. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to go up the river. We'll follow the river up. We'll go past the turning that we originally first came from, and just see the other half, and we might be able to stop up there. I must be out of touch with city life, because I really wasn't expecting it to be like this. Okay. I mean, in the week, you got no chance. To say I hate a place, that's a bit extreme. I don't hate it. I just, I dislike it. I really do dislike it. You know, I mean, if you're into cities, excellent. I'm not. I really don't know why they need so many sets of traffic lights. I really don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe someone thinks it's a good idea. Don't cross. Keep the dog there. Thank you. One city has to watch one speed here, because, you know, with the police national over there, and it is Quimper, you would be a bit stupid to not observe it, eh? Ooh. Everyone and their dog, eh? And it's off. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go straight on it, I think, which will take us past the turning, because we came from down there. So we're going to go around this way. No, we didn't. We came from up here this way. Oh, sugars. Wrong lane. Another reason why I don't like cities. Too many lanes to get used to. Okay. So I could actually go over there, but we're not going to. Just, I think we'll just stay. Oh dear. Now this place here, look, on the right, this one, see that there? That one there, the Palace of Justice, hey? Yep, that's the courtroom. The place we'd rather not go, that people with any sense should avoid, hey? Really is. Okay, so basically, I mean this is Quimper, you know. This is it. I mean, there's all the back streets with the shops and everything else, you know, which is all good. I didn't particularly want to go up here, but it looks like, unless I swing it round somewhere. There. Like I said, it gets out on the bike and that's it. I was wondering, let's have a look here. So I know the lights are on green for me, but I'm just I'll just have a little turn round here, I think, because I don't really want to go that way. Okay. I put that visor up again, dearie me. Obviously the temperature is nice and up today. Well, not up, but it certainly don't do it, mate. Thank you so much. Okay, so you know what, I'm not too sure what's going on. It's a strange place. I don't know if he's trying to park there. Do you know what, you can look at this here. I do actually, I love cities. For that, people get so, I mean, like I said, I don't like it, but some people get, you know, they get so upset about things. I mean, come on, life's life, eh? It really is. Okay, now I'm gonna, oh dear, I'm gonna stop up here for a minute. Sorry if you got a bit of wind noise, but I do need some air. Okay, so there you go, eh? Alright, so that is Quimper. Short and sweet. Like I said, you know, I could have got off and I could have walked around it. But you know what? I'd rather stay on the bike. Talking of bike, I can hear one somewhere behind me. But yeah, I mean, as cities go, you know, this is a decent city, I suppose, you know what I mean? It's okay. Right, enough, I need to go. Hey, the city life is absolutely doing my head in. Right, let's go. I got to remember as well, I got to remember the way that we go back from here now, to be fair. Mind you, we've got enough traffic lights to sort of dodge and get through. I swear nobody needs this many sets of traffic lights, surely not, eh? But still, obviously someone thinks it's a good idea. Hey, fair play to you, mate. You get out there, look at that, it's great. And you know, this weather, I got to be honest, it's getting a lot better. Hey, look at that, blue skies. It really wasn't like this morning. It was absolutely hammering it down this morning. You know, 7 o'clock this morning, I really didn't think that I was going to be doing this, you know. I really didn't think. Right, okay. Let's drop this visor down a bit. Now I gotta remember. Oh, this is going to take me back over there now. Okay. I didn't particularly want to go that way, but well, it gives everybody another chance, I suppose. Everybody a chance to look at the river again. And that, actually, what we could do, thinking about it, we could go this way. And that was it. That was totally my fault, the bike stalling. That was me who wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Do you know what? I don't think I've stalled a bike for years. It's been in this place. Right, okay, that's it. Enough is enough. I've got to get out of here. I tell you what, all this parking area, you come here in a week, you've got absolutely no chance whatsoever of parking here. You really haven't. None at all. Right, so now we're going to go, I'm going to go another way out of here. any way I can find, I'm going to take, eh? Just get me out of here is the basic thing. Oh, for God's sake, these lights. Seriously. Why anybody would want so many sets of traffic lights? I think this is why I so use. I think what it is, I think my dislike of cities is when I was younger, I used to work. I used to work a lot in the cities. A lot of our contracts were all basically in the cities, and oh dear, I just think that's what it is now. I spent that much time as a young person in them that now I just don't want to know. You just stick with me a minute while I get out of here, huh? Okay, so yeah, that was Odeon. No, it wasn't Odeon at all. That sign just said Odeon. That was Quimper. Oh God. Do you know what? I think this will be the first and last city that I do. It really will, eh? Oh dearie me. We're crossing the river again, look. As you can see, tidal. Because we're not, believe it or not, we're not that far from the coast, so everything's tidal around here, it really is. Okay, so this video has been a bit hit and miss, I know it has, but I thought, because every time I sort of go out, it's always somewhere, countryside, coastal, and I thought, well, to give everybody an idea of where I live, and sort of what I do, it's only fair to let you know. It's got a surfboard in that car there between him and his passenger. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. You got to transport it. I'd love to give you a lift, but a nice nod back, eh? Fair play. Isn't it nice when the world can be friendly, eh? You know what I mean? I don't know that guy, he don't know me, but just a little bit of a nod and how you doing? That's saying. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, just showing you basically, just a little bit of like where I live and the surrounding areas. So, because I don't actually live, when you think about it now, that far, you know, I mean 20 minutes and I'm back to where, you know, to where I'm sort of situated. So, you know, we're not exactly in the wilderness, yeah, but for me for me, I'm in the wilderness enough. That suits me fine, you know. Okie dokie. They seem to be chopping down everywhere you go around here at the moment. Everybody seems to be chopping trees down. I don't know if they're culling them back. They do tend to grow a bit wild here, and every year, you know, Finisterre, we are, or it is well known for the wind. There's no two ways about it. We certainly get our breezy days here. There's no two ways about that. And every year with the storms, we get the block roads, or, you know, everything coming down, and it just, you know, so it makes sense, you know. I mean, look at these here, look, they overhang this road, look, see, you know, look at that one there, you know. I mean, all the way up here, look. So I suppose it sort of makes sense to sort of, you know, to go around and cut them back, and there seems to be some, and that's another thing as well, you know. France has got an awful lot of its communications and energy above ground, you know. In fact, most of it is, there's only really like the major cities. Once you get outside the cities, then everything's above ground. I mean, it would cost them, think of the size of France, it would cost them a fortune to get everything underground. So, you know, you got trees swaying between the phone lines, which, believe you me, happens a lot, you know, and then everybody loses the communication, and oh dear. Such is like, mind you, to be fair, a lot of these villages, like where I live, you know, our internet speed, if we have it through the landline, which is France Telecom, they're old, they stretch for miles. You know, the internet connection speed is absolutely diabolical. It really is. It's, you know, you think, oh my god, you know, we was unable to watch any videos, you know. It kept buffeting or buffering, or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I mean, geez, if you wanted to upload something, I mean, you know, you could go on holiday and come back and still be doing it. So what I did, we got one of these mobile boosters, which is on the side of the house. Well, the area was on the side of the house. We got a box in the house, and that boosts up our mobile signal, and then we use our phones. We use our phones as the hotspots, and that's how we run our internet off our phones. And it's very cheap in France to do that. It was done a couple of about 5 years ago now, when the French government realised that, you know, the internet service that was available was very, very slow. So the mobile providers were told to give out the packages, you know, at a good price. For instance, my phone, I've got 300 gig of data, free calls, everything else, you know, good package, and I think I pay €16 a month. I mean, that is brilliant, you know, and that's what we do, me, the wife. Oh, no indication of me, but no indication of you, so we're both at fault. But there again, anyway, and this is actually my right of way again, but still, never mind, eh? No, not even thank you. Okay. Oh, I don't know, just a bit courteous, eh? I mean, I'm not going to moan at her, I'm really not, but, you know, just a little bit of courtesy. Right, what was I saying? Internet, yeah. So that's because obviously, like all household these days, you know, whether you want it to be or not, the internet plays quite a big part and you know, because of that, you've got to have a decent connection. I mean, we've got well, I've got 7 children all told. 7 children, loads of grandchildren, but 2 of my 2 oldest kids, girls, daughters, they stayed in the UK, but all the rest of them are with me, and from all ages. My youngest one here is 11 years old, and they all like the internet, you know, and by the way, they're all girls apart from 1 boy. Yeah, so out of 7 kids, I got 6 girls and 1 boy. So me and my boy, we are outnumbered, you know, we are outnumbered. And to be fair, we should get a lot of sympathy, because you know, oh, these girls, dearie me. Anyway, we won't go into all the disadvantages of being surrounded by women when it comes to bathrooms and everything else. Right, well, I would imagine that probably by now my GoPro battery is getting a bit low. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm probably just going to stop in a minute and check out and see what it is, because you may as well come the ride back home with me, since it's such a gorgeous day now. I mean, it really, look at this, you know, this is really nice. Now I think there's a little pull-in somewhere around here, which I will actually pull in, and we will check the battery, and if it needs changing I will change it, and if it doesn't, so be it. We will carry on regardless. I don't know whether you can see the pylons around here, they're painted red and white, and that's a bit of a giveaway that we're near an airport. There is a pull in there, but you know, sometimes when there's, I've noticed with these indicators that you hit them to sort of cancel them, and they don't cancel. I've noticed that quite a lot. I'm not too. You really have to sort of push them in quite. I might actually try and spray a little bit of WD-40 down there and see if that can make any difference, because I don't know, it's I mean, I know the bike's fairly new, and you know, like everything else, things after wearing, but I would have thought by now, you know, I mean, we've got, I mean, look at this, 823 kilometers we've done, so you know, it's all wearing in nice. But yeah, that cancel for the indicator. And another little thing that I've noticed once or twice is the front brake light switch, which is on the front lever here, and when the bike's been parked up, when you if you don't pump that lever in and out and just flick the button a few times, it sticks, so you've got no light activated if you just use your front brake. I mean, to be fair, it's very rarely I use just the front brake, but that's beside the point. So that's, I mean, hopefully it'll free itself up. If it doesn't free itself up, then when it comes to the next service, which is at 5,000 kilometers, you know, they can change it. They can change it then, because, you know, at the end of the day, it shouldn't really stick, should it? Let's face it. I mean, I did actually look and I thought, okay, because there's like, it's like a little button which is obviously which is pressed in and out with the with the pivot on the lever. Now that button is protected by a sort of rubber cover, and I thought, okay, flick off the little rubber cover, which you used to be able to on the older bikes, and maybe just give it a quick squirt of WD or a bit of silicone oil, and that, you know, that will do the trick. The only trouble is that I've looked at it and it's sealed really tight, you know. It's obviously not meant to come off. It's as simple as that, I would say. So I don't really want to go prizing it off, because I get the feeling that if I prize it off, you won't get it back on again, and then obviously it's going to be more open to the elements than it was in the first place. But they are as cheap as chips, you know. I mean, I think I looked on the site and there's something daft like about, I don't know, 10-15 euro. So, you know, but that's beside the point. This bike comes with a 3-year warranty, and as far as I'm concerned, you know, mechanical parts, well, you know, the switch is a mechanical part. The bike isn't even 6 months old yet. Well, no, is it? Yeah, nearly. Here we go, look, all the cyclists, you know, it's great in it. I mean, fair play to you. Morning, lads. And I've said this before, you know, if you actually, you know, get them when they stop and they get off the bikes, they're no spring chickens. They're no spring chickens, I'll tell you that for nothing, right? And rightly so, you know. I mean, they keep themselves fit, they get out there, they're better than I am. Nice bit of smoke, straight in the helmet. You know, they get out there regardless of the weather, whereas me, being the wimp and coward of the weather that I am, I don't. But these guys do, and I take my hat off to them. I really do admire them, you know. Fair play to them. Now there's me rabbiting on as per usual, and I've forgotten all about the GoPro battery, so I really do need to stop in a minute. And you know, homeward bound, it's hightailing it out of Quimper, you know. I mean, do you know what? I thought to myself when I left the house this morning, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to park up. I really thought that it would be a lot quieter than that. It just shows how out of touch with cities that I am. So the intention was I was going to park up and I was going to get the other camera and I was going to have a walk around. But you know what? You know, I really wanted to show you that place, just to show you, you know, where it is. But to be honest with you, I didn't. I enjoyed the ride. I love the bike. I love riding the bike. I love riding any bike. I love being out and about. This is me. But I was really glad to get out of there. It really does my head in, you know. Traffic lights, islands, and oh dearie me. And trying to park, you know, it's just, no. So sorry people, you know, the intention I had didn't exactly turn out the way that I wanted it to, and I you know, I do apologise for that, because I was going to walk up the little side street and show you the cathedral and all that, but nah. It got the better of me. I had to get out of there, eh? You see, there's a pheasant farm around here somewhere. Well, we might have passed it, to be honest with you. But anyway, it's around here somewhere. And it's not unusual when you come down this road here to have pheasants fluttering around. And of course, roadkill. I mean, come on. If you accidentally hit a pheasant, which, believe you me, I've never actually done it. I don't. I really do try to swerve. I don't like killing anything, and so you know, but sometimes it is unavoidable because, you know, to be fair, they just come wandering out and bang, they've gone. And you know, people will just, it's a wonder they don't cause multiple accidents. They just slam the brakes on, you know. Oh my god, gotta get back there, gotta get the pheasants. Because, you know, I gotta be honest, pheasants is it's well, you know, I think so, it's nice to eat. People might disagree with me, because you got the whole thing of hang 'em high, haven't you? Yeah, pheasants, you're not supposed to just kill them, defeather them and cook them, are you? You're supposed to hang them high. Is the thing that I understood, that you supposed to stick them on a fence outside until the maggots start to get him, and then the maggots, so I believe, they then tenderize the meat. Now whether that's true, I really don't know. And believe you me, I eat some strange things, I do. You know, I'm not one of these that with a tickled stomach. I'll try anything. I've always, you know, I don't know how many people watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I mean, some of the things that they eat now, that wouldn't bother me. I mean, it really wouldn't. I eat the most. Anyone that knows me, and there must be some watching this now, some of my friends are saying, oh yeah, I know he does, and I do, you know. But I'm not too sure about maggot ridden. I mean, I know you don't cook the maggots, you know, you brush the maggots off, I mean, you know, but even so, I don't know. Still, having said that, I've never actually hit one, so I don't really know. Anyway, right, so this place that we're in now is called Landudek. This is just up the road from me, and once again I'm going to pull in here. We're not pulling, we're going to ride round. I'm going to show you, because, you know, I think it's like everybody should know, like, you know, I think that I'm not cut off from society fully. So literally this is just up the road from where I live, and this, and I'm going to try and get in here before he does, this is the local supermarket, Super U. Now I'm not going to go all around the main car park, because it can, you know, Sundays it does tend to get a bit busy, because it shuts at dinner time, so of course it gets a bit busy. But yeah, so that's our local Super U, car hire, petrol station and everything else. Typical French supermarket, really. You know, you can get everything you want from the French supermarkets, which is great. We won't even talk about the price of the petrol, eh? Dearie me, that's enough to put anybody off. Okay, so he's got his side indicator going, but the front one is not working. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, it cancelled out. It actually cancelled out when I wanted it to cancel out. Okay, so this here is my little local community. This used to be our bar tobacco here, look, Tiffany's. You know, French are famous for the bar tobacco, and that's one. But I tell you what, another victim of COVID, I'm afraid. Shut down in COVID, and it's never reopened. It's been up for sale. There's another one nearby that's up for sale as well. These little bar tobaccos, they, you know, unless they really do a roaring trade, which most of them unfortunately these days don't. This is the changing face of France, isn't it? You know, well, not just France, a lot of European cities are like this now. Okay, so it's nice, it is actually nice to be riding along and feeling the sun on your back. It really is. you know. And at the same time, it's nice, this bike now, lovely and responsive. I mean, every time I take it out, you know, it just gets easier, you know. It just rides better. Yeah, excellent, very pleased. I mean, I know I go on all the time about you know, how pleased I am with this bike, but I am, you know. If you're pleased with something, then, you know, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he said, oh, you know, you got any camping trips planned? And he hasn't been too well recently, and he'd like to come along, you know, but he doesn't want to go too far on his bike. So yeah, I thought to myself, yeah, that seems a good idea to sort of, you know, break the season in, you know, sort of get to know this bike with its carrying capacity and everything else. Yeah, all seems pretty good. So I mean, you know, we're start of April. I mean, normally April the weather should be a lot, I mean, I've got to be honest, I don't particularly want to be under canvas just yet, I really don't. But at the same time, you know, I am really looking forward to you know, to getting something organised. I mean, obviously with me having young children, you know, because like I said, my youngest daughter is 11, then the next one up is 12, my son, my only son, is 14 this year. He's 14 in May. So yeah, you know, you come the summertime, obviously, you know, you've got to think of the kids as well, you know, get all that sorted. So I can't, you know, as much as I'd love to be out there, you know, silly boy, as much as I'd love to be out there planning all these trips, when you've got a family, you know, to think of, it's not possible to do everything yourself. Now the idea is, you see, when my son's a bit older, because believe it or not, in France at the age of 14 he can have a 50cc license, and some of these 50cc little motorbikes, you know, they're okay. So I got big plans for me and him. You know, we can get out, we can, you know, some little, I mean, where I live, obviously, as you know, surrounded by countryside, coastal areas, you know, we can get out there, and I feel me and him could do a few little camping trips together, because he's, hopefully, you know, I mean, he doesn't have to, you know, just because his old man likes motorbikes and this. I mean, if he turns around to me and says, Dad, I really don't want to do that, I'm really bored, that's fair enough, you know, that is fair enough. I wouldn't, but wouldn't it be lovely, or for me it would be great if he did. You know, talk about bonding with your son, that's got to be one of the best ways to do it, you know, it has. There's one of my mates back in the UK, he's got 2 lads, and I tell you what, father and son bond, you couldn't get a better one. You know, I know them all, I know the lads, you know, fantastic family, and yeah, you know, if you can bond, the father and son bond, it can never be broken. It's great. Anyway, okay, that's a bit heavy in it for the Sunday. Right, we're nearly home. I hope you've enjoyed this little ride. Okay, you know, it hasn't been not one of my most enjoyable to do rides, but at the same time it's giving you an insight of where I am and what I do. So okay, I'm going to end this video here now. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please all take care of yourselves. If you like this channel, which I really hope you do, you know, give me a thumbs up. Keep the comments. YouTube loves the comments. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care. Bye for now.